Your word is your bond. And if your word is no good, then eventually you are no good. Still going to UFC 303, much to the surprise of the UFC and everyone behind the scenes. It's UFC X, it's the UFC fan experience. It's UFC 303, Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prochazka, and just 6 days ago, it was McGregor versus Chandler. It's my card. It was my card whenever I signed the bout agreement, signed my name to a piece of paper that said I would be at UFC 303. I made a promise, I made a commitment, and that commitment still stands. Because your word is your bond, and without your word, you are no good. If you cannot be relied upon, if people don't believe that you're going to follow through with what you say you're going to do, the definition of integrity is doing what you say you're going to do without fail. So yes, I will be at UFC 303. No, I will not be fighting at UFC 303, but I'm going to see through to my commitment. Life and success and growth and attainment and getting the life that you want has everything to do with following through on the things that you said that you were going to do. Yeah, I understand the circumstances have changed, and I would not be faulted one bit if I did not show up to UFC 303. Maybe I'm going to the UFC 303 because I want to go to UFC 303. But I will be at UFC 303 nonetheless. Mainly because I made a commitment to be there. So hopefully, I will see you guys out there. Gonna get some stuff set up. I'll be at Power Slap. We've got some Hiatus Tequila activations. I will be at UFC X, UFC fan experience in some capacity. Talked to Ozzy from the UFC yesterday. So that'll be fun. But more importantly, the overarching theme here is I will be there because I said I would be there. And what areas of your life, and I'm always assessing what areas of my life am I not seeing through to the commitments that I've made? How reliable am I? How reliable am I to my wife? How much of a sure thing am I to my wife? How much of a sure thing am I to my children? How much of a sure thing am I to my craft? How much of a sure thing am I to my employer? How much of a sure thing am I to myself? Making promises to myself and keeping those promises, therefore increasing my self-image, self-concept, and self-worth to then increase my chances of being successful, finding fulfillment and contentment, peace, and joy in life. Your word is your bond. It is the most important thing that you have. The most important thing that you have is your reputation and your reliability of your word. What do other people, how much weight do other people put in what you say? It's been my goal nonstop to increase the weight of my word to where people have zero doubts whether what I'm saying is going to be followed through on. So hopefully I'll see you guys out at UFC 303. Remember, your word is your bond. And if your word is no good, then eventually you are no good. God bless. I'll see you at the top.